Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome to my channel. My name is Trishala and today I have another morning routine for you to help you energize your body before you start your day. So let's come into a Shavasana. Lie flat on your back and separate your feet and your hands away from the midline of your body with your palms facing up. Close your eyes here. Make sure that your arms are not touching the sides of your body and your thighs are not touching each other. Breathe naturally, watching your abdomen rise with each inhalation and fall with each exhalation. Let's just take a few moments to become aware, practicing awareness to notice how you're feeling, the breath in the body, and your state of mind today. Remember to watch your abdomen as you inhale and as you exhale. Before you open your eyes now, bring your palms together, rub them to create some heat, and then place the inner palm over the top of your eyes and open your eyes inside of your palms. Let's now come into a gentle twist for the spine. So bring your feet back together and bend your knees, placing the soles of your feet flat on the floor, close to your body. Interlock the fingers under the back of your head and let the elbows rest on the floor. Breathe in here, and while you breathe out, slowly lower the legs to the right side, trying to bring them close to the floor and turn your head to the left. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, twist your knees to the left and your head to the right. Breathing in, center. Breathing out, right. Breathing in, center. Breathing out, left. Let's do that 3 more times on either side, feeling the twist in the neck, the lower spine, and also the abdomen. This twist is a great way to massage your internal organs of the abdomen, improving digestion and relieving stiffness or pain from long periods of sitting. Make sure that as you twist, your shoulders remain firmly on the floor and your knees and feet are moving together. Close your eyes to feel the stretch in your lower spine and relax with each breath. Let's now take the soles of the feet off the mat and bring your knees close to your chest. Breathing in here, and as you breathe out, twist your knees to the right and your head to the left. Breathing in, center. Breathing out, twist the knees over to the left side and your head to the right. Let's repeat that 4 times on either side, noticing how by taking the feet off the floor, we've made this twist more dominant in the mid-back. So take your time, remember to breathe with each movement. You can also hold for just a few seconds in the twist to feel the stretch in your spine, and then come back to the center as you breathe in. As you come to the center now, bring your legs back onto the floor and just rest for a moment in Shavasana, noticing how your back is feeling after those two very satisfying twists for the spine. We're going to continue on the spinal twist. So bring your feet together and raise your hands at shoulder level, bringing your palms facing downwards. Bend your left leg and place the sole of your left foot on top of the right knee. And then bring your right hand, place it on the top of the left knee on the outside, and twist your knee towards the right side and your head twists to the left. Breathe in, center, come back to your starting position. Take a breath, and as you breathe in, bring the right knee close to the chest, placing the sole of the foot on top of the right knee, and now your left hand comes to the right knee, twist over to your left side and your head to the right. Breathing in to the center and release your leg back to the starting position. We're going to repeat that 4 more times on each side. So remember to count your round, making sure to twist your head to the opposite direction of the knee and using your hand to try to twist the knee and bring it close to the floor. Maintain your shoulders on the mat every time you twist from side to side. You can close your eyes here and remember to hold in the twisted position just for a few moments to feel that deep stretch in the spine. Once you've finished your last twist with your right leg, shift yourself on your mat if you needed to, like I did, and bring your feet close to each other so that the sides of your feet are touching, and point your toes towards your head. Let's come into a supine base pose. So bring your hands close to your body with your palms facing downward. You can even tuck your hand slightly underneath the body so that you can give your lower back some extra support. This is supine base pose, from where we will start the next 3 asanas. So now take a deep breath in and let it out. And as you breathe in, raise your left leg as high as you can without bending the left knee. Pause for a second and breathe out. Come down. We're going to continue with the left leg as we breathe in, coming up, and breathing out, down. Let's repeat that 3 more times. So remember, as you breathe in, you're coming up, making sure that the toes are pointed towards your head and your knee remains super straight. Also keep your right knee and your right leg active, trying to maintain the back of your right knee close to the mat. Reposition yourself if you need to on your last round. And now breathing in, bring your right leg up and breathe out, down. We're going to do that 4 more times on this side as well. This is Padottanasana, a great way to strengthen your abdominal muscles, your lower back, the pelvic area, and also improve digestive function. If you're someone who has high blood pressure or this pose feels uncomfortable on your lower back, then please just come into a Shavasana and rest for a few moments before we move on to the next pose. Separate your hands and your feet just for a quick moment. Come into a Shavasana, catch your breath, and we'll move back into a supine base pose. So tuck your hands under your body if you need to, bringing your feet close to each other, pointing the toes. We're going to start off with the left leg once again. Imagine that we're cycling only on the left side. So as you breathe in, raise the left leg as high as you can, then bend your left knee and straighten out your left leg close to the floor, making sure to keep the heel hovering. Breathing in, raise the leg, bend the knee. Breathing out, straighten the leg close to the floor. Let's do that 3 more times on the left leg in this direction. Making sure to breathe as you come up, pointing the toes towards the head. Breathing out, bend and straighten close to the floor. We're going to now cycle the left leg in the opposite direction. So as you breathe in, bend your left knee, bring it close to the chest, straighten the leg up and breathe out, down, keeping the feet off the floor throughout the practice. Breathing in as you bend and extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, lower the leg, keeping the heel off the floor. Take your time to complete 2 more rounds on the left side in this direction. Breathing with each movement, staying aware of the practice, and keeping your eyes open if you need to create more awareness of the movements. Let's now cycle out the right leg as well. So breathe in, raise the right leg, bend, and breathing out, straighten the leg close to the floor. Breathing in, raise and bend, breathing out, straighten close to the floor, keeping the heel hovering off the mat throughout the practice. This is Pada Sanchalan Asana, a great way to improve the flexibility of your hips and prepare you for forward folds. Let's now reverse the direction of cycling. So breathing in, bend the right knee, straighten it towards the ceiling, and breathing out, lower the leg close to the floor, hovering your feet off the mat. Let's do that 4 more times on the right leg as well to complete 5 rounds, just to even out the practice in both directions, creating some balance in the movements. Once you've finished your 5 rounds, separate your feet and come into a Shavasana just for a few moments to neutralize the breathing and taking a minute to notice how you're feeling after those 2 practices. We're going to now release the tension in the lower back and the hips from practicing those two poses. So when you're ready, come into that supine base pose, but this time without tucking your hands under the body. Bring your feet together and your toes are pointing towards your head. Starting off again with the left leg, breathing in, bend your left knee, take your hands and place it over your shin bone, pressing the knee into the chest as you breathe out. Breathing in, release, and breathing out, straighten the leg on the mat. Breathe in, bend the left knee, place your hands over the shin, breathing out as you pull the left knee close to the chest. Breathing in, release, and breathing out, straighten out your left leg. Let's do that 3 more times. And if you'd like, you can also bring your head up towards your knee as you pull it in, just for a stretch here in your upper back as well, only if that feels comfortable for you. This is Supta Pavan Muktasana. You can feel the effect of this practice in your lower abdomen, a massage for your internal organs to stretch out any tension you may be feeling in your lower back, improving your digestion, relieving any discomfort you may have experienced in the hips from the cycling that we did just before. Okay, let's come into that tuck on the right leg as well. So prepare yourself in that starting position, keeping your leg super straight. Breathing in, bend your right knee, place your hands over the shin. Breathing out as you pull the knee close to the chest. Breathing in, release your hands, and breathing out, straighten out your right leg on the mat. Remember to keep your left knee super straight on the mat and pointing your toes towards the head to keep that left leg active throughout the practice. Make sure to count your round so that we do only 5 rounds on the right leg as well. When you start your third round, remember you can raise your head to bring the forehead close to the right knee if you'd like, only if this feels comfortable for you. As you release your right leg on your last round now, adjust yourself, separating your feet again. Come back into a Shavasana with our eyes closed. We're going to move into a gentle relaxation for the back. So when you're ready, bend your left leg, place your foot on the floor, raise your right hand over the head and turn onto your right side, pushing yourself to come onto your stomach. We're going to rest for a few minutes in crocodile relaxation pose or Makarasana. So bring your elbows in front of you, raising your forearms so that you can rest your chin in the cups of your palms. Keeping your feet together for a deeper stretch, but you can also separate your feet to mat width. Adjust yourself if you'd like in the position. Find a place where you can hold comfortably, staying there for a few moments with your eyes closed. Once you're in the position that is comfortable and relaxing, you can bring your legs up, alternating the bend in your knees, trying to bring the heel close to your back. Okay, let's now bring both the feet back onto the mat, placing the hands underneath the shoulders with your elbows bent. Push yourself up and back into a Shashankasana at the back of your mat. Forward fold, bringing your forehead on top of your stacked forearms, and just rest here for a few deep breaths. Let's just stay here for a few moments to stretch out the lower back by rounding it and creating a counter position for that Makarasana that we did just before. Okay, come back up now. Sit yourself in Vajrasana. We're going to come into a bit of a squat series. So make yourself comfortable in Vajrasana and then raise your left knee, bringing the sole of your left foot close to the outer edge of your mat. Move forward so that you can also bring your right foot in parallel with your left. Place your upper arms on the insides of both your knees and bring your palms together to form a prayer pose. This is going to be our starting position, so make sure you adjust yourself here. As you breathe in, push your knees away from each other with your upper arms and bring your prayer pose close to the chest as you look up. Breathing out, round your back, push your knees together, straightening out your elbows and tuck your chin to the chest. Breathing in, push the knees away from each other and bring your prayer pose to the center of your chest as you look up. Breathing out as you round the back, pushing the knees together, straightening out your elbows and tucking the chin to the chest. This is Namaskar Asana, but a great alternative to this pose is cat pose. So if you're feeling slightly uncomfortable squatting with your heels in contact with the floor, then just come onto all fours, making sure that your wrists are beneath the shoulders and your knees are beneath your hips, arching the spine as you look up and rounding the spine as you tuck the chin and the tailbone in. Remember to breathe with each movement. Namaskar Asana has profound effect on the nerves and the muscles of the thighs, the knees, the shoulders, your ankles, and helps improve the flexibility of the hips. Let's make this our last round in Namaskar Asana, or if you're in cat pose, this will be your last round as well. So when you're done, bring your palms onto the floor in front of you. Push yourself forward, bringing the knees onto the mat as well, and come onto all fours, adjusting your knees below your hips. We're going to now tuck both the feet, bringing the toes in contact with the mat, pushing yourself back into a mountain position. Just stay here for a few moments, pedaling out your heels if you'd like to release the tension in the back of your knees, your calves, and your hamstrings. Alternating the bend in your knee one by one as you pedal out your heels. Okay, let's now place both the heels firmly on the floor, adjusting ourselves in mountain. Starting off with the left leg, bend your left knee, push yourself forward into a plank and place the left foot in between both your hands. Bring your right knee onto the mat. Open up your shoulders, adjusting yourself here. Make sure that your left knee does not track over the line of your left toes. Let's now deepen this stretch. So make sure you're comfortable in this position. And then take both your hands, interlock your fingers and place it over your left thigh close to the left knee and open up the chest. Staying here for 5 deep breaths, push yourself forward, trying to bring your hips close to the mat. Now release your hands by your sides, circle your arms up over your head, bringing your palms together at the top in a prayer position. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Look forward if looking up is uncomfortable or makes you feel dizzy. And once you're done, bring your hands back down close to your foot, placing the right hand under the right shoulder. Twist yourself, bringing the left hand up, pointing towards the ceiling. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Make sure that you're pushing your hips forward and down close to the floor. Bring your left hand back by your foot. Walk your fingertips forward just above your toes and push yourself back so that you can straighten out your left knee, pointing the toes up. Take 5 deep breaths here. Close your eyes if you'd like. Feel the stretch at the back of your left leg. And once you're done, push yourself back forward into that low lunge. Okay, let's now repeat that on the right leg as well. So place your palms on the mat and take your left leg back to meet your right in a mountain. Take a breath here, pedal your legs out if you need to. And now prepare yourself to bring your right knee close to the chest in a plank. Bring your right foot in between both your hands and position yourself in a comfortable low lunge. From here, we're going to interlock the fingers, bringing your hands over your right thigh, close to the right knee. 5 deep breaths here. Push your hips forward and down into that low lunge, feeling the stretch in your right hip as well as the top of your left upper thigh. Release your hands by your sides, circle them over your head, bringing your palms together in a prayer position to hold here for 5 deep breaths. Trying to stay balanced in this posture, feeling the stretch in your lower back. And once you're done, bring your hands back by your feet. Place your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Twist yourself over to the right side, bringing your right hand up towards the ceiling, looking up at your right hand. Hold and breathe. Bring your right hand back by your right foot now. Walk your fingertips in front of your right toes. And when you're ready, push your hips back so that you can straighten out your right leg, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling with your right heel on the floor. Hold and take 5 deep breaths. We're not here for long. And push yourself back now to your low lunge, placing both your palms by your feet and taking your right leg back to meet your left leg in that mountain pose. Pedal out your legs if you need to, just taking this time to stretch out the backs of your calves. Okay, let's now come into a stretch for our glutes. So starting off with the left knee, bend your left knee and now bring the knee in between both the hands, placing the right knee on the floor and flattening out the top of your right foot. Bring your hips down to the mat so that the back of your left leg can stay in parallel and in contact with the mat. Stretch out your spine, come onto your fingertips and look up. If you'd like, you can also walk out your hands in front of you, trying to bring the forehead close to the floor in front of the left knee. Stack your forearms if you need here to create some gap between the mat and your forehead if that feels comfortable for you. Notice the stretch in the back of your left leg, in your glutes, and the upper right thigh. Come back up now, and we're going to push ourselves back into that mountain so that we can stretch out the right side as well. When you're ready, bend your right knee, bring the right knee between both the hands in front of you, placing it on the floor and stretching out your left leg to bring the top of your left leg down onto the mat and make your feet flat. Adjust yourself here. Make sure that the back of your right thigh is in contact with the mat and straighten your spine to look up, coming on to your fingertips. If you'd like a deeper stretch, walk your hands out in front of you, placing the elbows on the floor or stacking your forearms to bring your forehead on top of your stacked arms. Feel the stretch in your right glute, the top of your left leg, and also your lower back. Just stay here for as long as feels comfortable for you before you push yourself back into a mountain. So come up when you're ready. Place both your palms on the floor. Turn your left toes in and push yourself back to come into a mountain. Come on to all fours. We're going to only take a few moments to stretch out the inner thighs. So let's come into a butterfly pose, bringing the soles of your feet together and flopping the knees by your sides, holding your toes or placing your hands in front of your toes. Begin bouncing both the knees up and down, staying here for a few moments to release that tension in the inner thighs and the hip area. Bend forward if you'd like a deeper stretch, trying to bring the chin or the forehead close to the mat, maintaining a flat back. Okay, let's now finish off class coming into a Shashankasana. So come to the back of your mats, sitting over your heels. Separate both your knees to around mat width. Bend forward, bringing your elbows onto the floor, and then rest your forehead on the floor as well. Let's just stretch out the lower and the upper back in Shashankasana, finishing off class with a relaxation pose just like we started off class with today. Stay here in this posture for as long as you'd like, taking calming breaths to relax your body, keeping the eyes closed. That's going to be it for today's 35-minute morning yoga routine. I hope you're feeling super energized to start your day. Thank you so much for doing this workout with me. If you enjoyed this workout, then please give it a like below and let me know how you're feeling in the comments. Share this with a friend or family member you think may find it useful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future, and let me know if you have any suggestions for videos I could make in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the most beautiful day, and I will see you guys in my next video.